Well, we've just came to the Chateau of St. Fulien, which is known as one of the Cathar castles. It's a late medieval, early Renaissance, and it's just been taken over by the local area, and it's been slowly and steadily restored. Oh, that's wonderful. And it's got commanding views across valleys both ways. I mean, that's just stunning. Just the sound of an occasional buzzsaw and a cockerel singing in this sleepy old town.
Sometimes people worry when we go away, and they're worried that we're going to be mixing with loads and loads of people. Well, today we're on the hunt for castles, which you can just see through the trees, and chateaus. And as you can see, there's nobody here but us, and this is how we like it.
Yeah, blue skies, pleasantly warm, not too hot though, and trying to find a path up. I think it's there.
Way to do it.
Way to do it.
We've got all the way to the top of the hill to see the castle, and can't take your dog in. So, but it was a lovely walk. We've seen all sorts of things growing on the way up. There's figs at the bottom. So this landscape is certainly very different from the France that we've seen before. It's beautiful. I'm not sure what some of these trees are, but sure I'll find out. from the top here is absolutely stunning. Just acres and acres of farmland, and it looks like plantations of pine trees over there as well, but just masses of fertile land down there. And it's so quiet. I know it's a Saturday, but you'd just imagine there'd be like hordes of people out, but no, not today, not up here anyway.
Right, well, we're 2 weeks in and this is our first campsite. We've come to Carcassonne to go and view the citadel on the walled city, and there were a few reports that the free sites, the free parking and the free overnighters were being watched and they were getting break-ins, bikes stolen off the back. So always like to be a little bit cautious, not worth the risk. So we came on the campsite. They've got an air next door, that was €15, but for €22 including the dog, we've got a nice pitch and we can exhibit camping type behaviour, i.e. get your chairs out, put your awning out if you need be, cook outside. We can get the washing out and get it dried on the area, that's why it's ready. You know, Helen's just gone off to get the machine and get the washing done in the machine. Dog's happy, she's inside. It's all looking good, sun's out, and I think there might even be a view of the citadel from other pitches around the park. But we'll have a walk around there probably later this afternoon. First washing load done, glass of wine in hand. How are you feeling?
Very relaxed.
Sun's shining. It's lovely, isn't it?
Gorgeous. I think we might stay here for another day.
Might stay here for another day.
As long as that bloke with that machine just goes away.
Yeah, there is some dude, I think he's got a leaf blower and he's just blowing dust around to make himself look busy. Probably on an EU subsidy.
What did the EU ever
What did the EU ever do for us? Apart from disturb our peace. Well, they give us some good cheap wine, and it is good actually.
Yeah, it is. It's lovely, and we're in wine country as well.
Yeah, we're in a different kind of wine country. Let's say we're at Carcassonne, on the Limau wine route. I don't know what kind of wine they produce, but I'm sure we'll see. We've got to move over to the park bench because this is where the sun is.
It goes quite chilly quite quickly as soon as you're in the shade. But
Yeah,
this sun is just lovely.
17 degrees in the shade, but in the full sun it is warm, really quite warm. But the moment it's gone, it's gone. So unfortunately the dog's gone to sleep and we forgot to charge our glasses before we came over.
And we don't want to upset her.
We don't want to wake her up. So we will sit here in the last of the sun, and then I think we're going to go and have a look at the citadel and the walled city at Carcassonne, the old city.
Buy pizza.
Maybe try and find some pizza.
No, not maybe. You promise.
God, she's put me on a mission. I see
no,
that.
you promise.
I see that little church where we had to find one in Norway last year. I had to drive 14 miles to find a pizza place.
I did say I'd cook. You promise now.
Oh, I promised a pizza. Anyway, it's been a good day today.
It has.
Not very far, but the sun has shone, and it just goes to show you what you can do
in mid-October.
In the south of France. Cheers.
Bonjour.
Right, we're at Carcassonne. We're just walking towards the citadel down past the river.
Somebody's not walking past the river.
We've got a man fishing for something. Maybe crayfish.
I don't know, it's got like a little net.
Got a little net. There it goes in. If you know. let us know, because I don't fish because, well, it's boring. And this is what we've come to see. The walled city of Carcassonne. It's one of the Cathar's finest examples of its castles that protected this region in the 14th century. And I'm hoping it's going to look stunning when we get there. Sorry for the interruption, our waiter came to lay our plate. I was saying, it is a beautiful, beautiful location. We are outdoors. How are you feeling about getting some pizza?
I'm just so hungry. I could actually eat 2 scabby dogs.
Well, we've got one. Well, we're up and out late, it being a Sunday. It's 12:15, sun's high, done the last of the washing, and we're just about to walk to the Citadel again and maybe have a look at the new town. But it's very pleasant.
Gorgeous.
It's definitely shorts and t-shirt weather. Helen did say I did look like David Bellamy this morning.
Then I changed it to David Attenborough because it sounded a bit nicer.
Yeah, and she might thought I was going to grow a Bellamy style beard. Go rummaging around in the undergrowth. Like he used to do on strangely Lenny Henry used to do his impression which in the early days. Yeah, which was bizarre. Wouldn't be allowed to do that now. I mind and stuff. Well, we're always on about finding the little short passageways, and here we have. We've got a tiny little crossing that is just upstream from the main bridge.
Pretty bridge down there.
It is indeed a pretty bridge down there, but assumingly this ice gets shut when the river's high, because they don't like to build on floodplains here. So we'll just see where we go. we've had a lovely afternoon. We've been to visit La Bastide, which is the newer part of the town of Carcassonne. Sorry for the road noise, but we're just crossing the river.
Suck in the sunshine and talk to English people.
Yeah, we just happened to sit next to an English couple who were travelling Europe by canal boat. Actually, I think he said it was quite a big boat, but they're certainly travelling the waterways of Europe. So we shared our experiences. They've been doing it for 2 years. They're a bit concerned with what's going to happen come the 31st of December.
So we talked about Brexit.
We talked about Brexit quite a lot, but we won't mention
COVID.
that. And then, strangely, she mentioned that she came from Chadderton and she had an auntie in Dubcross.
I don't think she came from Chadderton.
Her family had came from Chadderton.
Yeah.
So there was an exchange of really weird, sort of like 2 minutes away from there. And what a small world.
She's got friends in Dubcross.
Yeah.
So
It was amazing. A lovely afternoon talking to people.
lovely.
They might have been English people, but they're on an adventure, very similar to us, very similarly aged, and a great outlook on life.
Great. Yeah,
And
it's lovely.
now we're out looking on that as we walk back. Might
Not
go
a
and
bad
see.
walk, is it?
It's not, despite the noise of the traffic.